Being undocumented is hard. It feels really lonely. You know, I told my aunt that I was going to cut ties with my friends from high school because I felt that I was living a double life. Like, I was the biggest liar, and I felt like I couldn't get close to anyone because I didn't want anyone to find out about me. Around that time, my friends were getting their license. They were looking at colleges and, you know, they had jobs. It was very depressing just watching everyone's life go on. And I felt like, what future do I have? The day of my graduation, my dad called and I told him, like, my life is basically ruined. He apologized. He said, I'm sorry, I didn't know this was going to be your future. I just wanted the best for you.
I was brought here at the age of 6. My entire life, I've heard, go back. This is not your country. And I never understood why. My entire life, I have fought for the American dream, and I'm still fighting.
I thought I was the only undocumented person in Berks County, and apparently I wasn't.
My name is Diana Cedeño, and I'm from Reading, Pennsylvania. I knew everybody around me was different, and I knew I was kind of like the outlier, the black sheep, but nobody else knew that but myself. You can say everybody's applying to colleges. Like, for example, I applied to 5 colleges, got accepted to all of them. My mother was like, where's the money? Where are you going to get the money from? She just said, our papers expired. Our papers are expired, and there's nothing we can do.
My friend Diana, we've known each other since 3rd grade. We were always really close, and she was always a brilliant kid. And she was telling me that she wasn't sure if she wanted to go to college. You know, it's too much money. And I was like, well, there's financial aid, and you could get loans. I was telling her, you have to go. I said, your mom will be so disappointed if you don't go. She said, okay, since you're basically judging me for not wanting to go to school, why aren't you going to school? I was like, it's complicated.
So I kind of poked her a little bit. So she was like, here goes. I don't have any papers, I'm undocumented. And I was like, what do you mean? So you mean to tell me you can't go to college? And she goes, yes.
And she's like, well, I'm also undocumented. We just had the biggest laugh because it was the biggest shock. We were each other's best friends. We've known each other since we were little girls. And this secret was like one thing we were hiding from each other. It just tells you how big that secret is between the families.
You don't really know who to tell. You don't know who to trust at that point. So you don't know who's going to turn your back on you and who's going to, you know, open their arms.
It was very dangerous to come out and say, you know, I'm undocumented, or a family member of mine is undocumented, because anyone could call the immigration police on you, and they will literally knock your door down, come in and take whoever's in there. I was terrified, honestly.
My biggest worry is who's going to become president. Where am I going to be at in a couple of years if so-and-so happens?
We will build a wall. They're called illegal immigrants. They're going to have to go.
You're going to have a deportation force.
I feel a bit scared. I just live day by day. You never know in my situation when you're like, boom, your whole life basically here can end. They could come at any time and drag you away. It's like I'm in the limbo right now.